Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do. We're on the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day. Yesterday, I dropped my NBA player of the day, man. I had my Mavs. I know y'all gonna cook me for it. I know. I was at the game actually. I went, had really good seats. Was right behind the basket. Ah, them boys just, I don't know. It was just, they just couldn't get it done. They just couldn't get it done. They just couldn't get the stops. You know what I mean? Boston, as I tell you guys all the time, they're the best team in the league. The spot to me yelled take Dallas. And y'all guys know I'm a spot better. I love betting certain spots and certain situations in the NBA. And the spot and situation in the NBA to me said take Dallas. Um, I don't have the Mavs as my player of the day often. In all honesty, I've only had him as the player of the day, I think, 3 times this season. And I'm 0-3 having them as the player of the day, man. It's frustrating. I hate doing it, but when it makes sense, I'm going to do it, man. That's what I'm here to do. We're here to make money. And yesterday we didn't do that, but guess what? Today's a perfect opportunity to bounce back, and y'all know that's exactly what we're trying to do. Cook it up and smash it per usual. I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below, and of course, I have premium plays over at the site, including that NBA player of the day, man. We've been hitting at like a 58, 59% clip on that NBA player of the day for the season. So one bad apple, we ain't gonna let it spoil the whole batch. We'll bounce back on it today. You guys can scoop that play up. You can hop on something even longer term, or you can join my All Access Club, man. The information for that is in the description below, man. Text the number and we'll figure out a time to talk and figure out if the package is for you. The All Access Club, guys, is for the bigger bettors. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a pretty high ticket to get in there, but the way we've been running in there since we've started it, you're gonna have it back pretty much like this. Now, it's for the bigger guys out there, man, that are betting pretty big nightly. I still have the premium plays at the site, and I still drop this jam session for you guys every single day. But I'm able to rate my games in the All Access Club like I'm not able to do at the site. Everything at the site is graded on a 1 point, you know, grading scale. So every game is weighted the same. But we know that's not the case. I have more money on one game than I do on others. So that's really the power of the All Access Club. And with that type of system, the guys have made a ton of money. So if you think that package is for you, text the number below and we'll set up a time to talk and figure out if it's for you, man. But hey, it's a money making Tuesday. It's a smaller card. Just 5 games. Finna cook it up and smash it per usual, though. So without further ado, let's do exactly that. Let's make some money tonight. And let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, man, let's do it. First game up, we got the defending champs, the Denver Chicken Nuggets, out on the road, laying 4.5 points on the Indiana Pacers. Interesting game here. So we already know the news. Tyrese Halliburton is going to miss a couple games, but I'm not sure if the line is really reflective of that yet. In all honesty, I want to bet the Pacers in this game, but I think I can get a better number if I just kind of wait and play it out. So we'll see. That's going to be my approach here. It's Pacers for me here in this game. We know when we like to fade Denver, it's mainly on the road. We just saw them fail to cover on the road against the Wizards. Yes, they won the game, but they failed to cover. This should be a bounce back spot at home for the Indiana Pacers. Also, a revenge game because they recently lost to Denver in Denver. Of course, I wish Halliburton was playing, but he will not. We'll see if this line grows throughout the day. That first home game back off a significant road trip is usually not the best spot for teams. But again, I think the Pacers still have a legitimate shot to win this game outright in a bounce back spot, in a revenge spot. So, kind of going to wait this one out, but I do want to bet the Pacers in this spot plus the points. Home dog. Love the Nuggets. They go stupid, dummy, crazy at home. On the road is where we typically look to fade them. Playing really well right now, but wouldn't be surprised at all if the Pacers bounce back and won this game outright. Next game up, man, we got the New York Knicks out on the road facing the Brooklyn Nets. Nets 4.5 point home dogs, man. Similar to that last game. I like the home dog here plus the points. And I know with both, we're basically catching falling knives because they both have been terrible recently. The Knicks, we saw them already blow the doors off of Brooklyn earlier this season, 121-102. We got Battle of New York today and Battle of LA today. That's kind of funny. Um, but hey, the Nets have been arguably the worst ATS team the last month in the NBA. And the Knicks are starting to heat up. But revenge spot, bounce back spot at the crib, man. Y'all know I absolutely love that spot. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm taking the Nets plus the points here in this one. I think they have a legitimate shot to win this game outright. I'm well aware that the Knicks are not really on the road. I mean, they are, but they're not. It's not you know, Brooklyn to New York. But it's the Nets for me, man. It's the Nets for me, Brody. We'll see if they can get it done. I'm trying to catch a falling knife here. The New York Knicks have been playing the much better basketball. They've been playing the much better basketball, but it's a play on the spot at home. No better spot, in my opinion, for the Nets to bounce back and kind of turn their season around than to do it at home against their in-city rival. So I'm going to take the Nets in that one, see if them boys can get it done at the crib. Next game up, we got the Utah Jazz out on the road facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans laying 6.5 points at the crib. I'm taking the home team in this one as well. I'm going to lay the 3.5 with New Orleans. Hey, the Jazz, we already established early in the season what's up with these boys. At home, at the crib, we're going to make a lot of money betting them. We already have thus far this season. On the road, it's typically where they lose and fail to cover. Now, they did cover in their last road game against the Houston Rockets. I had the Rockets in that one. It was my play of the day that day. That was completely on the Rockets, though. Sengun missed both free throws for the cover at the end of the game. That's what happened there. So the Jazz were able to survive and catch the cover. We've already seen the Jazz, or we've seen these two teams play 3 times this season. The Jazz won the first 2 meetings. Both were in Utah, though. 114, 112, 105, 100. The Pelicans won the last meeting in New Orleans, 112, 105. I think the Pelicans win this one as well, and I think the Jazz lose their 3rd straight game. And I think the Pelicans win this game fairly comfortably. When the Jazz do lose on the road, we know they can get blown out. And the Pelicans, I could just see this as a solid bounce-back spot at home. We've seen the Pelicans beat up on bad teams at home this season, and I kind of think this is just another one of those spots. When the Pelicans win, I feel like they typically cover, especially at home. So I think this is a nice, comfortable win for them. We know the Jazz on the road can and will get blown out in spots, and I kind of think that's one of those tonight. Give me New Orleans in New Orleans. 6.5. I feel like they're trying to scare us off at that number, but they're not going to scare me. Pelicans should win this game by like double digits. Next game up, we got our favorite money-making team, the best ATS team in basketball. And if they win this game today, the best team overall in the Western Conference will be the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies. They're laying 13.5 at the crib here. Now, let me be 1,000% honest with you. I love the Thunder. Everybody knows that. We have made more money on the Thunder than any team in the NBA. But 13.5 here makes my stomach hurt a little bit. And I'm well aware they have blown the living doors off of Portland in back-to-back games. Final scores in those games were 134-91 and 139-77. The first one was in Portland. The second one was in Oklahoma City. The reason why I'm just not 100% in love with this game is they're coming off a pretty significant road trip. And, like, what is the motivation to blow out Portland here? Am I telling you guys I'm betting Portland? Hell no. Of course not. I'm not betting Portland. It's Thunder Buddies for life. I'm just telling you I'm probably not going as big on the Thunder as I usually do. It's probably going to be like a smaller play because I can't see an avenue where they win the game by like 10. Still a solid home win. Still get first place overall in the Western Conference. All that. You know what I mean? They've already blown them out in back-to-back games. I could see the double revenge spot here for Portland. You know what I mean? Am I betting Portland? Hell no. I'm betting Oklahoma City here. I'm just trying to tell you guys, don't be 100% surprised if they don't air them out like they have in the last 2. Should they? Of course, they should. They're head and shoulders the better team. They're low-key the best team in the West, and we've been saying that all season. So Give me Oklahoma City here and laying the 13.5. I'm a little nervous about it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a little nervous about it, but of course it's Thunder Buddies for life, and I'm betting the Thunder in this game. I'm just walking y'all through my thought process, all I'm doing. And last and final game of the night, Battle of LA. We got the Lake Show out on the road facing the Los Angeles Clippers. Line is this big because LeBron GOAT James, the best player to ever touch a basketball, will not be playing tonight. Here's the thing. We've seen these two teams play twice this season. The Los Angeles Lake Show Lakers have won both, which was kind of surprising because typically the Clippers own this series. They got that little brother syndrome where they feel slighted and they come out and win all the time. That hasn't been the case thus far this season. Injury report-wise, I already told you LeBron's out, and Anthony Day-to-Day Davis, street clothes Anthony Davis, is listed as game-time decision. He's always listed as game-time decision. The one thing I will give him credit for is he's been more available this season than damn near any other season. Thing is, it really hasn't translated into winning. They're 22-22. Need I remind you, when the Lake Show traded for Anthony Davis, he was supposed to be a top 5 player in the league, a top 5. And LeBron was supposed to be able to be the second guy on the team and be LeBron. You know what I mean? And not have to be the best player on the team anymore. Need I remind you guys, LeBron is 40, the oldest player in the league. I think y'all be forgetting that a lot of the times when y'all be critiquing my guy. Like he's not, you know what I mean? Like he ain't got a lot of tread on them tires. Still out here, one of the best players out here be balling at 40. It's insane. But he ain't playing tonight. So Anthony Day-to-Day Davis, I need you to show up. Of course, I'm not betting the Clippers. I love fading the Clippers. For as good as the Clippers have been here recently, they're still only 3 games above 500. So it's not like they're just tearing it up. I guess they kind of are because of how bad they started, but in the grand scheme of things, they're only 3 games above 500. And this is a lot of lumber to lay even without LeBron. Anthony Davis, I need you to hoop tonight. I really, really do. I'm on the Lake Show Lakers here. Of course, I'm going to be watching this game tonight, and I want the points in my back pocket. We'll see if Anthony Davis can have a monster game and keep the Lake Show Lakers in this one. But in our last and final game of the night, taking Los Angeles with the points in my back pocket. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam Session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Money Making Tuesday, bounce back day, man. We'll get back on track on that NBA play of the day, man. You guys can scoop that play up. You can hop on something even longer term. Or if you're a bigger bettor out there and you love betting the NBA pretty big nightly, you can join my All Access Club, man. The information for that is in the description below. Appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls. I really, really do. Bounce Back Tuesday. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. See y'all soon. I'm out of here. Peace.